Okay, everybody, good evening. It is 6 o'clock. It is Tuesday, January 5th, 2021. We are having two town meetings tonight. The first is our annual reorganizational meeting, and the second will be a regular town board meeting. Would everybody please stand and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I would like to make a motion to go into executive session to discuss the appointment of a certain person or persons to a board. May I have a second?
Second.
Thanks. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back. I have a consent agenda. I will make a motion for the consent agenda for our reorganizational meeting for resolution 2021-001 for our order of business for the 2021 town board meetings and agenda rules, resolution 2021-002 for the scheduling of our town board meetings in 2021, resolution 2021-003, our town hall holiday schedule for 2021, resolution 2021-004, our official newspaper, 005, our official bank, 006, petty cash funds, 007, salary schedules, 008, our town board liaisons, and that can be swapped later if you want, guys, but I think everybody's pretty happy. 009, we'll come back. We'll come back, Ed. 009, appointing attorney to the town. 010, appointing our planning and zoning attorney. 011, appointing our tax certiorari attorney. 012, our town prosecutor. 013, our fire inspector. 014, appointments to the cemetery committee. 015, appointments to the conservation advisory board. 016, appointing dog control officers. 017, appointment to the ethics board. 018, appointment to the Rhinebeck Historical and Archaeological Preservation Advisory Committee. 019, appointing planning and zoning consulting engineer. 020, appointments to the Thompson Mazzarella Park Committee, and 021, appointments to workforce housing. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Alan. Ed, what did you had some questions?
Yes, I need an amendment on 006 and 014, the petty cash and the cemetery.
Why? 004 is official newspaper.
006 and 014.
Why do you need an amendment for petty cash?
Petty cash has to include transfer station, $200 in petty cash.
So moved.
Okay. And 014.
Hold on, may I have a second on the amendment for?
Second.
All in favor of the amendment for 006? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The amendment to the resolution passes unanimously. Next amendment.
0014, is it cemetery appointments?
Yes.
David Queen is no longer on the committee. He retired last year at the end.
I make a motion to remove Dave Queen's name from the committee. May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor of amending this resolution?
Aye.
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 Josh? Passes unanimously. So we have two amendments to the consent agenda, which I've written down. Okay, now we have an open consent agenda on the floor. Are there any other questions, comments, or changes? All in favor of the consent agenda for our 2021 town reorganizational meeting? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. Motion passed. Thank you very much. Is there any other discussion regarding the 2021 reorganizational meeting? Having heard none, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you. Meeting adjourned. And now I'd like to call to order our regular Town of Rhinebeck Town Board meeting for tonight, January 5th, 2021. We can say the Pledge of Allegiance again, if you like. Everybody please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. May I have a motion for the approval of prior minutes for December 14th, 2020, a regular town board meeting, December 17th, 2020, special town board meeting, and December 14th, 2020, special town board meeting?
So move.
May I have a second?
Second.
Thanks, Alan. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So moved. I need a motion for resolution 2021-022, hires for the highway department, maintenance department, and transfer stations.
I'll make that motion.
Thanks, Ed. May I have a second?
Second.
Thanks, Josh. Any discussion? Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So moved. I need a motion for resolution 2021-023, Village of Rhinebeck Police Contract for 2021.
Motion.
Thank you, Chauncey.
Second.
Thank you, Alan. Is there any discussion, any comments? I'd like to point out that this is a considerable increase that we have not budgeted for. It was announced to us by the mayor several weeks ago. The village had not looked at their rates for 10 years, but this is quite a hit for us. It's, I think, a 40% increase, a 35% increase. So we are going to have to discuss whether or not we are going to have to fund the shortfall or cut our hours. It's unfortunate that it was done before we after we passed our budget, but that's what we have to do.
I have a question. We have the sheriff's department close by as well as state police, right? So we really,
We don't pay for them to
I
come.
know.
These are regular patrol hours that we've budgeted for, that I went over with Sergeant Dunn exactly how we need to cover our town. So with the increase in fees, we need to decide if we are going to fund the additional this year or cut our hours. There are also things like they respond to lockouts. Maybe they don't do that anymore. We'll look at it. I'll look at it from a budget point of view and we can discuss it at our next meeting. It's just unfortunate it came after we passed our budget. We, value the service that we get from our local police and they do a great job for us. It is what it is. Have we voted on this?
No. we haven't.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So moved. I will make a motion for resolution 2021-024 for our capital projects, one abstract for $169.96. May I have a second?
Second.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
It was
Ed.
at the same time. It's Ed.
Thanks, Ed. Is there any discussion or any questions? It's Alta. No, all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. I will make a motion for resolution 2021-025 for our preliminary accounts payable abstracts. There are 33 checks totaling $35,584.96. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Chauncey. Is there any discussion, any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Resolution 2021-026, Workplace Employment Assistance Contract with Mid-Hudson Regional Hospital of Westchester Medical System. May I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Thank you, Ed. May I have a second?
Okay.
Who said that?
I did.
Thank you, Chauncey.
All did.
Everybody did. Is there any discussion or any questions? This is for our regular contract for employee assistance and drug screening.
Right.
Everyone in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes unanimously. I think resolution 2021-027, I will make a motion for our preliminary accounts abstracts payables, 22 checks totaling $50,888.68. May I have a second?
Second.
Thanks, Alan. Is there any discussion? Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So moved unanimously. Is there any new business before the town board? We have our county legislator here, Brendan Carney, who wants a moment of our time. Is there any new business or any public comment on non-agenda items? Okay, Brennan, are you there?
Hi, I'm here. I think my video is blocked off. I don't know if I mean, not that you need to see my smiling face, but I'd be happy to show my
Try and
face.
start, yeah, try and start it.
It says you can't start oh, now it says it's asked me to. Wait, hold on. Now it says the host has disabled it. Hold
No,
on.
I,
There we go.
There you
Hey.
go.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Happy New
hi,
Year.
Happy New Year.
I just wanted to take a moment of your time to sort of kick off the new year with a really, really quick report. As you probably know, the county budget for 2020-21 was passed several weeks ago. I wanted to share with you that I was a no vote on the budget, largely because of my concerns in cuts to mental health services, particularly at our stabilization center. As you all can imagine, we're experiencing quite a mental health crisis at the county level throughout the county. And some of those job positions were lost with voluntary retirement, and some are lost because the county has been privatizing a lot of the services there, which is problematic because we don't have the number of people there looking after residents of the county. So I opposed the budget. I just don't
Thank
see
you,
that as
Jan.
a time to be cutting those services. So I'll continue to advocate for an increase in services there.
Brennan,
And then,
are we,
yeah.
is the center still not staffed with medical
Oh,
personnel?
no, definitely not. Nope.
So it's neither staffed with medical personnel, so it's like a shell that's barely
Well,
operating.
it doesn't have prescribing doctors. Yeah, it operates as a shell and now with fewer people.
And now it's gutted.
And we may, with the changes to the way the county is having it operated, imagine we may see an increase in staff, but it's still also not open for walk-ins. So people can call the health line, but it has not been reopened since COVID to walk-in service, which is clearly, again, underserving a lot of people who
Thank you for
need to be.
advocating. Thank you for advocating for the.
You are very welcome. I think it's enormously important. And as you can imagine, it's not something I do lightly to vote against the budget. But that, among other things, caused me to do so. Also, on brighter notes, and more specifically for the town of Rhinebeck, I had two opportunities in the last couple of months to advocate for continued access to the Hudson River, which Elizabeth and the board, you all have been leaders on this and have been amazing, and the mayor as well. And actually, I was able to thank you both publicly. I virtually attended a press conference with Clean Water Advocates and spoke at that event. I also coordinated the signatures of 24 of the 25 county legislators requesting the Department of State work to develop its own access plan to continue to help us to fight Amtrak's efforts to restrict access to the river. So that's always on my radar screen, and I'm always happy to do what I can at the county.
At the legislature.
Well, I'm so, and on that note, the other major thing.
It's public record. I'll look it up. I'd like to say that Rhinebeck, being one of the few towns with an LWRP, is taking a leadership position and working with
hugely,
yeah,
which is what I said
at Scenic Hudson for this. And
no, and your and Gary's work with the Hudson 7 is so very, very powerful. And I want to be here to back you all up in any way I can.
It's great. People don't realize, but the river is ours, and Amtrak could potentially cut off all access, footpaths in the name of safety, and there's no data.
Well, and other towns north of the county where that has happened, it's had a devastating effect.
Castleton, it's
Castleton on Hudson is absolutely
gutted.
Depressing if you drive through it. It's just a huge tragedy what happened there. And I know we don't have business directly on the river the way they do, but our access is as important in other ways. So
Absolutely. Thank you
know,
for your advocacy.
I am there with you guys all the way.
Thank you.
The other big thing that I've worked on all this year, particularly during COVID, is I'm editing the Duchess Voice, which I think all of you all are subscribers to. We have huge subscribership out of Rhinebeck and Clinton. Thank you all so much. But please, if you haven't, go to duchessvoice.com and subscribe. We send out a newsletter about once a month, every once in a while, an additional one if there's a special announcement. And it's just really a way to try to connect people with what's going on at
What's the address again,
legislature.
Brian?
Duchessvoice.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, and if anyone needs help subscribing, they can contact me. That was the one other thing I wanted to do tonight, was to reshare my phone number so people can reach me, 646-773-1905. Please don't ever hesitate to call me. I just had someone contact me about help with unemployment benefits, which isn't, something I deal with directly, but something I can help with. So please, anything that I can do, but please do subscribe, because it's been a big part of my mission to sort of increase everybody's understanding of what we're doing in the legislature. I know it's been kind of this mysterious body, and the Voice is short and full of very, very useful information.
Thank you so much. And thanks for all your good work on our behalf.
Thank you all for having me here tonight.
Anytime. Looking forward to working with you this year.
Me too.
Any other issues, guys? We got a big year ahead of us. I'm going to work on our to-do list and circulate it. We'll talk about it at our next meeting. I know I wasn't going to say anything publicly, but I think I am, just for public awareness. We did go into executive session to discuss appointments to the planning board. We are in unanimous agreement, and we will be announcing it at our next meeting, which is, John, when is it? The 25th?
25th, yes.
25th, we will be announcing the appointments to the planning board at that meeting. We want to take the opportunity to speak with, that's all I'll say. Okay, thank you very much. Anybody else? I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, great. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Aye.
Yeah, yeah.